Live from the Carl Chevrolet Studios in West Des Moines, this is Iowa Live.
Welcome back to the program, everybody. There is an amazing organization here in Central Iowa that we want to let you know all about. Zach Schneider is here. He's the owner of Seniors Helping Seniors. This is something that could be just the answer for those older folks that are part of your life right now. First of all, Zach, great to see you, man.
Great at being here.
All right, now explain to everybody what Seniors Helping Seniors is all about. You're going to want to pay attention to this.
Absolutely. So we're an in-home non-medical care company. We do a wide variety of different services for our seniors within our community. But a big difference between us and others is all of our caregivers are actually seniors themselves.
They are. So the people that they are going to help, they can relate a little more.
You find that when somebody is resistant to help, they're a lot less resistant when somebody of a similar age, life experience, and things like that are the ones that are helping them out.
And how long have you been around in Des Moines? Because your business is really growing fast.
Yeah, no, we've been here for a little over about a year and a half now, and it's been great. The company itself has been around since around the mid-'90s, but actually in Iowa for just about a year and a half.
And we were talking earlier here about people that might be resistant to getting some care, but for somebody else coming into their home getting care. But you said they start out with a couple of hours here and there, and then they usually increase because they find it so valuable.
Yeah, when somebody is letting somebody into the warmth of their home, obviously there's going to be a little hesitation, and that's going to take some relationship building. You find really quickly that because our people are so relationship focused, all of a sudden it's growing so fast where the people are wanting them to be there a lot more.
Okay, and this isn't just a situation where if there's a single elderly person in a home, it could be a couple. And giving the other, the spouse who has now become the caretaker, a break from the everyday activities of becoming that caretaker.
We find that the respite care needed for our family is so important. And when a relationship turns from a husband, wife, daughter, son, to caregiver full-time, the relationship is damaged a little bit. And we want to maintain that relationship by allowing us to take care of the caregiving.
Okay, let's talk about some signs that a family should pay attention to that might signify that a loved one might need a little assistance.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those things where it's different in every situation, but obviously we know our families better than anybody else. So we kind of recognize those patterns. Some of the things can range anywhere from maybe some missed medications. We can recognize the fact maybe they're forgetting to grab things out of the mail, recognizing that they're missing certain parts of the day or forgetting what day it is altogether. Seasonality changes. Maybe all of a sudden they're not taking as much, changing clothes as often is one of them, or perhaps a dietary change. They're not eating the necessary or proper foods that they should be.
And that happens on a regular basis, doesn't it? Yeah.
Sure, and it's important to know that it's different in every circumstance. I mean, there's days I go by where I don't eat the best, but at the same time, these are extended periods of time and some patterns.
Great. And the thing about it is maybe there is somebody that you know that's out there that is living alone. And why? And they might just say, oh, we're going to wait till something happens. Why isn't that a good idea?
I'll tell you, the biggest thing that I always tell families is I completely tell them that being proactive is better than reactive. I mean, when you're proactive and you start to recognize some of these things, but it's not enough where a situation is needed or a change. When you recognize that and you introduce somebody like us into their life, just sporadically throughout the week, then all of a sudden that relationship's built. So in the event that something does happen, that's a little bit more major, the relationship's already built where now it's a lot easier to just pick up where we...
Now, explain some of the things that you're able to do. You said medication, so you make sure people are taking their medication, but what are some of the other things that they might be able to do when they're there?
Sure. So we can, like I said, we help with those medication reminders. We can help with meal preparation, light housekeeping.
Oh, really?
We can help with taking them to certain appointments, running errands with them.
Okay.
We could even take them to the mall and walk around if that's what they're looking for. We're not looking to change their life. What we're looking to do is being able to approach their life, meet them with where they're at, and greatly improve both the life of them and their family.
And what's a typical visit, time-wise?
We're with people for about 3 hours a visit, and that we can scale that up to as much as they need.
Okay.
Traditionally, we're in a home 2 to 3 times a week, but once again, we can scale that up as needed.
Okay, and so if people want to learn more about everything that we've talked about here, they want to get more details on all this and how this could be the perfect fit for them and the perfect answer to maybe an elderly loved one in your family, what's the easiest way they can get a hold of us?
Easiest way to get a hold of us is give me a call at 515-499-3229 or reaching out through our website at shsdesmoines.com.
Okay, shsdesmoines.com, seniors, helping seniors, Des Moines.com. Your services are so valuable and can really extend the quality of life of your elderly loved one in their home. That is awesome. Thank you so much
Appreciate it,
for everything that you do. And thank you so much for watching, everybody. Have yourself a great day.